Hello. Good morning, guys. How's it going? It's morning as at the time I'm recording this video. How's it going? Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're good. Well, I'm doing good over here. And today we're going to be talking about, oh my God, about an interesting topic. I believe it's something everybody can relate to. It's something that I've had to experience at one point of your life or the other. And today I'll be talking about busybodies. Busybodies. Oh my goodness, busybodies are everywhere. Like, sometimes they're in your family, sometimes they are among your co-workers, sometimes they could be friends. So the topic today is busybodies, how to stay immune to busybodies. And the first point I'm going to be talking about is that, you can indulge them a little. From my experience, you can indulge busybodies a little bit. And I would say that you can indulge them if life is going good for you. Because a lot of time, busybodies are not really interested, they just want to know a little bit about everybody. A lot of times they're not really interested in your life that much. They just just want to know what's happening, right? So in my perspective, honestly, if they want to know what's happening and life is good, why not indulge them a little bit? So I would say indulge them if life is good. And let me let you know something, that if life is good, the busybodies in your life, a lot of time they're not going to stick around for that long. If you receive a call, maybe you're having a conversation with them and they're trying to dig deeper, once they get to know that, oh, life is really going good for you, you see their countenance may change a little bit, okay. But at the end of the day, a lot of them, they wouldn't stick around for that long if they know that life is moving along well for you. It's not as if they would come ask you again. What I mean by they wouldn't stick around, you guys can still be friends, you guys can still be cool, but my point is that once they stick their nose around and they realize that everything is going good for you, they really wouldn't come back to ask you a lot of those questions anymore, because there is really nothing to gossip about. Let me tell you something. A lot of time, busybodies are big time gossips. They want to know the juice in everybody's life. They want to know what's happening in everybody's life, so that when they are gossiping, they will have points to talk about, oh, do you know what's happening in this person's life? Do you know that this person, usually they are rumor mongers. Usually they like to spread bad news. It's more interesting if the news is not as juicy. That's why I say that if your life is going good, indulge them a little bit. Let them know a little bit of what is happening. Oh yeah, life is good. If they know your life is good, they wouldn't really stick around that much. And even if they stick around that much, they wouldn't be as nosy. A lot of time they're actually nosy in your business in the first place, because they kind of maybe suspected at some point that something wasn't really moving along well. So when things start getting rosy, they'll want to know again, oh, how far, or at every point they're keeping tabs with you, because they have their premonition about you. They have their premonition about your life. And if it happens that their premonition is going wrong about you, what they thought would happen to you didn't happen to you, it kind of sets them aback, well, I'm really happy for you, all those kind of things. So indulge them a little bit if life is good. The busybodies in your life, they're actually there sometimes to propel you to greatness, because if they are not busybodies, sometimes if they are not people that gossip about you, if they are not rumor mongers, sometimes you wouldn't really even know how blessed you are or where you are going to. But sometimes when people see something in you, when they see the potentials in you, when they see all of that in you, and you don't even see it in yourself, it makes them step back a bit, like, I wish this person actually knows how worthy they are. I wish this person actually know how much they are. So they keep tabs on you because, of course, as children of God, we are the chosen ones. We are the light of the world. No matter what, no matter where we are, we shine. We shine effortlessly. We don't have to like force it. We don't have to force friendships. We don't have to show ourselves like, no matter where we are, we shine because we have that light of God, and not everybody have it. So when they know that you have that light of God, their eyes will be on you and they want to know what's happening in your life. So indulge them a little bit if life is going good. The second point is that if you've not gotten your shit together, if life has not gotten to that point where you really want it to be, if you've not been able to balance out, don't indulge them at all. Don't indulge them at all. Stay off the radar. This is something I always do when I'm still trying to figure out my life. I go off the radar. It's best to go off the radar when you're still trying to figure things out in your life. I've seen people who they're still in that process, and they're just all out there, and I'm like, no, this is not really the best approach. Like, when you're still figuring out your life, the best way to do it is to go off radar. Have you heard about licking your wounds in private? Yes, that's what it means. So go off the radar. If they ask you how is life going, fine, like they don't need to know. Like, one thing I've come to realize about human beings is that a lot of time when they want to know what's happening in your life, a lot of time it's not really because they care. A lot of time it's not because they are trying to prefer solutions. And I'm not saying this is everybody. I'm not talking in a generic term. There are some people who genuinely care. There are some people who are like genuine friends, and they are there to like help you. They are there to prefer solutions. They're there to pray for you. They're there to pray with you and all of that. But a lot of times people want to know what's happening in your life because, as I said, they really want to know, like they want to stay updated. So if you've not gotten to that point in your life where you are striving to be, just stay off radar. Don't even let them know what you're doing. Don't even let them like get and I'm saying, I'm not talking about like maybe like close friends or people that you guys are working on stuff together. That's a different case entirely. I'm talking about people who are just really like not like that much into your business, but they really want to know what's happening in your business. So if you've not gotten everything together, if you're still in that process, I think the best thing to do is just stay off the radar. If they're trying to know what's happening, just tell them you're good, just tell them you're fine. Like, we thank God. Like, they really don't need to know. They don't need to know because a lot of time what they're looking for is gist. So and sometimes when they ask you, a lot of time when they ask you, they are looking for like an updated version of your problem. They are not really talking to you with the hope that you've really gotten things figured out completely. What they're looking for is an updated version of your problem. So if you're still in that process of striving, don't even give them the benefit of doubt. Don't even try to update their suspicion that maybe one thing is right or one thing is wrong. Just stay coded. Ensure that you're working in ensure that you're doing your thing in private. Ensure that you're working in private. Ensure that you're striving towards your goals. Like, you're kind of putting things together. And if at some point when you begin to level up, people will see that you're leveling up. And then of course, they'll want to know how far. They'll want to know how you did it. They'll want to know like, oh, how come. So that's why I'm saying that if you're still in that process, don't let anybody pry their eyes into what you're doing. Like, you can always tell them that everything is good. We thank God. Thank you. So the last point I'm going to say is that, like, if you really want people to like be off your tracks, if you really want to like be immune to busybodies, don't even indulge them in the first place. Don't even answer them. Like, this is but you know what I always say is like, well, there's something I believe the Bible talks about, like, I will set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. This is why I say that, if life is going good, why not? You can indulge them a little bit, why not? But, if you even, whether life is going good or not, if you want to completely be immune of busybodies, don't even indulge them in the first place. And this means that, you're not posting anything about your life, you're not doing anything, you're just you're just living in your own bubble. So that's possible. That's how to stay completely immune of busybodies. Like, don't indulge them. If they talk to you, don't reply their message. If they call you, don't pick their call. Because you know busybodies in your life, like from time to time, you know busybodies. I had someone talk to me a while ago, and she was just telling me that, oh my God, I was so worried about you. I was so like, I was so, and I'm like, we haven't spoken in over 2 years, and you're this worried about me. You're not worried, you're just a busybody, you know. Exactly. That's just what I think, because it's like we're not that close. We've not spoken in like 2 years, and then all of a sudden you call me, and then you're like, oh my God, you were so worried about me, you were blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, it's okay to think about people, and like, okay, I hope this person is doing well. I really wish this person well. But to be like, oh, I was really worried about you, were really worried about me, but you couldn't get my number to call me, you couldn't, like, you couldn't do any of that, but you were just worried about me, of course. And that means, a lot of time people that actually have these busybodies, they like to feel good about themselves, like, by putting other people down. That's one of the ways they feel good about themselves. They like to put other people down because it makes them feel good about themselves. So it's like, and a lot of times, if you look at them, nothing much is really happening in their life either. Because for people who are really busy with their lives, for people who really are trying to get somewhere in their lives, a lot of times they are really busy. A lot of time they are really busy in their personal life, in their career life, in their, so when you look at these people, a lot of time is like, you guys are not even at par. You guys are not even at par, but they see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And that's one of the reasons why they're interested in you, because they could as well be interested in everybody else around them, but they are specific about the people they pick interest in. This is something I have realized. And if it's something you realized as well, you can comment in the section below. A lot of busybodies pick the people they are interested in. They are not just interested in everybody. This is why I say that, those who have the light of God, it will always tell, because they tend to have a lot of busybodies. So if you are going somewhere in life, there are usually busybodies around you. They want to know what's happening. They want to know how far you've come. And this is where wisdom comes in. This is where wisdom comes in. Like, it's really when you're still in that process. I can remember when my husband and I were dating. We've been dating for, I think, over a year, and it was when we got engaged that people got to know that I was even dating him. Like, I had a relationship. A lot of people didn't even know I was in a relationship. So that sort of example, like, a lot of people didn't know that I was in a relationship. So that's just an example. So it could apply to any other thing in your life. Like, you're working at something that is really strenuous on you, something that that has been a big challenge and all of that. They don't need to know. They don't need to know, because a lot of time they're not asking because they really care. They just want to stay updated so that when they are gisting, they can bring up your topic. So that's all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed the topic. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.